Hey, so as the title says, this is a video basically of me apologising. I've decided to do it as a video instead of a live, so I can hopefully stick to the facts without getting sidelined by other stuff. It's a video that I have avoided making for a good while, but it kind of has to be done now. I'm sure most of you will have noticed that I am no longer promoting Younique products or the Younique opportunity. There are quite a few reasons for this, and I will be mentioning a few through the video. But first of all, I would like to say that any opinions that I express are to do with Younique, the business, it's not a reflection on the victims of Younique, including my upline and my downline, all of which I love dearly, and I'm still friends with them, Younique aside. Oh, oops. I have made a couple of notes so I can remember what I want to say, but they're trying to fall over on me. So, I stopped promoting Younique around about July, I think, something like that. Oh, my camera moved, hello. But whenever I stopped, I had Ycash left, which is like free credits that you earn through various different methods. So I placed a final order with Younique through another presenter because you have to spend £125 every 3 months or receive orders of that amount to keep your account active. I hadn't done that, so mine was suspended. So I placed a final order through another presenter just to use up this Ycash, because if you earned it, you may as well use it. And it was in and around the time of this Brexit delivery company mess up where they were trying to count Northern Ireland as like an international delivery and all this. So the package got lost somewhere in FedEx land. Younique very quickly sent out a second package. Awesome customer service. But the same thing happened again. So the presenter who was dealing with it, I got back in touch with her, and they sent out a third package. That was Friday, I think they sent it. That package arrived today. So although between sort of July and now there's been a lot of things that have sort of distanced me from Younique, this was sort of the straw that broke the camel's back and the reason that I felt I couldn't not say anything anymore. Stuck to the bottom of the box were 3 identical receipts, which I have here. Now I will be posting, now all 3 are identical, and I'll be posting an edited version of it in the comments, because obviously it has my address and everything on it, so I need to edit out those bits and then I'll post it in the comments for you to see. If you do want to see one in full, just drop me a message. I don't want to post it publicly, obviously, because Lord knows who would end up with my address. So this package, well, the last 2 packages were ordered by Younique on my behalf because the original order had gone missing. So the receipt is showing, it's basically them placing the order to their warehouse, so it has different details than you would get if you are just a customer that places an order. So it shows cost prices, country of origins. To be honest, I'm not 100% sure I was meant to receive these, but I have. And they clearly show the prices of the products and where the products come from. So first issue, I'd ordered an eyeliner and a bottle of Yoology cleanser. Eyeliner came from Germany. For those of you who don't know, Younique skincare is like partially tailored. So you get a base product, cleanser, moisturizer, whatever. And then you pick 3 little boosters. So 3 things that you want your cleanser to do. And those little bottles come out separately. So whenever it arrives, you get your base bottle of cleanser. You add in your 3 little boosters and that's your finished product. So the little booster bottles come from the USA. But the base of the cleanser has country of origin as China. Now, obviously, I mean, we're all very used to made in China nowadays. We're kind of blind to it. But when it comes to the likes of cosmetics and skincare, China's kind of a bit of a red flag because they don't have the same laws around animal testing and animal cruelty. So when I spotted this, I scurried on over to the website again to look at the cleanser, and right below it, which you can go and see for yourself, they have a little paragraph about how Younique do not test on animals. Anyone that manufactures for them does not test on animals. But when it comes to third-party companies or suppliers, all they will say is that they strive to work with third-party manufacturers who share the same values. So now I've seen this question come up a couple of times in my time with Younique, and like it was this time last year that I joined up. It's like the 4th of January or something, and I've seen this question come up. You know, the little jumping bunny symbol, which means that you're cruelty free. The question had been raised a few times, you know, customers asking, well, is Younique cruelty free? And Derek basically put out a video. I want to get across the idea behind the video, but I also don't want people to think I'm deliberately trying to make it sound bad. But basically what he was doing, because he can't say that Younique have the little jumping bunny symbol, because they can't. They're also not eligible for it because they cannot prove that their entire supply line is cruelty free. So he put out a video basically saying that this jumping bunny symbol isn't important and it didn't matter, and Younique weren't even going to try for it because it doesn't matter because we're cruelty free, etc, etc. The jumping bunny symbol does matter to an awful lot of people. Now, I will hold my hands up and say I'm not one of these people that checks every ingredient, checks whether it's cruelty free, vegan. That I just don't. Obviously, the idea of testing an animal horrifies me, but it's just not something that I'm not going to scroll through every ingredient and check. But there are people who are like that, and good on them. If I had the time and patience, I'd probably do it too. But Younique, basically, they just skirt around it. It's like they try and say just enough to satisfy you that it's cruelty free, but they cannot wholeheartedly say it's cruelty free because they have no idea. Literally, that is the answer to that question. We do not know if it's cruelty free. So that was the first sort of revelation that came from the receipt. And considering how important that is to some people, there's people who won't eat anything that comes from an animal, vegans obviously, but yet Younique think it's okay to almost trick these people into thinking that the makeup they're using or the skincare that they're using is cruelty free. And it's just clever wording. The way they've worded it, they haven't lied. They haven't told a lie, but they also have found a very vague way to say absolutely nothing. Which is not, let's be honest, most companies do it. But anyway, that was the first thing that stood out. Second thing, right, pricing. So, if you buy an eyeliner, the pencil eyeliner, mine was Shade Perfect. Again, I'll post this receipt for you all to see. I just can't hold it up because it's got my address and all on it. A customer pays £12 for this pencil eyeliner. Obviously, marking up prices is how business make money. There's nothing wrong with that. Normally, a company marks up prices. They have to pay their overheads like rent, electric, heating, rates, electricity, whatever. There's a whole host of things that have to be paid for out of whatever they mark their products up by. Younique to me personally seem to be taking the pee a little bit. They don't have these overheads because the presenters are their storefront. They're not paying presenters. Presenters do not get a wage. Presenters get a commission out of anything that they sell. Also, the person who signed up, the presenter, will get a commission from anything that they sell. So their markup is purely to keep the pyramid structure happy, because so many people have to get a cut out of that product before it eventually makes it to Younique. So you're paying more than what you pay in a sort of traditional brick and mortar shop for, it's not a rubbish product. The products are okay, but they are just okay for the prices that they charge. Like, I'll be perfectly honest, I didn't really wear makeup, didn't really do any skincare before I joined Younique, which is one of the reasons I'll never be able to fully regret it, because like I learned a lot from it. What was I going to say? Yes, so whenever I was faced with these tailored cleansers, which cost £30, an eyeliner that cost £12 or whatever, it's like, I mean, it's probably the high end of normal, but it didn't seem excessively high. It's only really since I left, and I've been buying makeup and skincare from other companies that you see how much better product you can get for much less money. So eyeliner, for example, this one was the most shocking. Eyeliner, you pay £12, Younique pay £1.21. Like, where is all the rest of that going? Even with the 20% to the presenter, which unfortunately Pickle isn't here and he's my ma's person. I think 20% to 12 is like whatever it is. 20% or 30%, depending on the level, goes to the presenter that's told that. Then their upline get their cut, etc, 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 for what is basically, well, literally a pencil. Like, yeah, they pay £1.21, but they will charge you £12. Anyway, this one's a bit short because I really love black eyeliner. It's been used a lot. Anyway, cleanser, as I said, it's slightly different. You have your base cleanser and then you have your little boosters. So £30 you pay for the entire thing. The base cleanser from China is £4 10p. And then each of the little boosters that they get from the USA, according to this receipt, I'm assuming they're not lying, why would they? 72p each. So the total cost for your £30 cleanser is £6-ish, slightly over £6. Again, I suck at maths. I mean, the markup is massive, considering the whole point of like network marketing is that you're using people as like free advertising. And I'm not even using the word using in a bad way. I mean, that's the whole basis of that business model. You use people as free advertising. So you're cutting out masses of the costs of a normal sort of, you know, if you went to, I don't know, the Mac store, Debenhams, whatever, they're paying rent, they're paying staff, they're paying electricity, they're paying whatever else. Younique don't pay their presenters. They don't have stores. All they need is warehouses to store loads and loads of mediocre products. But rather than passing that saving on to the customers, they charge them as if they are a luxury brand with a brick and mortar store that you can go into, try products on, where you can speak to someone who hopefully knows something about makeup and can help you out with colours. And, you know, it's not just a person sat on the other side of the screen who really has no idea what they're talking about, but they're just passing on what Younique told them to say. Like, you can't charge for a premium for a business model that is not as effective. And I mean, the only thing that separates an illegal pyramid scheme, which I'm sure you all remember, from an MLM, multi-level marketing, is the fact that a product has to change hands. For a pyramid scheme, basically there's no product. You just get someone to pay. You get someone to pay to join up. Then they get people to pay to join up. That's how they get their money back. Then it just carries on throughout the pyramid until eventually everyone's joined up and the pyramid collapses. The only way to keep themselves right legally, to not be considered a pyramid scheme in the illegal sense of the word, is by sourcing low price, mediocre products, marking them up massively, convincing women that you're selling a product, but really what you're doing is driving them to recruit more and more people. The profit, the money making is in recruitment. It is next to impossible to make a living wage in Younique by yourself. As in, if you don't do the recruitment side, you might make enough to sort of buy yourself a coffee every couple of days. You know, you're not talking about life-changing money. These people that you see, oh, I got this free car, and oh, this paid for this holiday, that holiday. Those people have hundreds, if not thousands of people in their downline. The problem being that only 1%, this is not just Younique, this is all MLM, only 1% of people who sign up will make more money than they put in. So that's why people talk about if you get in early, if you get in at the hype stage, then you've secured your place on the pyramid and you know your downline is going to fill up with thousands of people. And for those people, the people who are lucky enough to get in at that point, yes, they will make life-changing money, most likely. But the only way they will do that is by convincing a lot of other people to lose a lot of money. Now, I was quite lucky in that I didn't have much money to lose. I mean, I paid for my kit, bought myself a few odds and ends. There was some stuff, a couple of the incentives, if I got really, really close to them, I'd buy myself something, you know, just to push it over the edge. But I didn't have much to throw at it, whereas there are people who have lost their home. There are people who have seen their marriage break up because of MLMs, because you're constantly feeling pressure. Like for me, back in sort of July, August time, what annoyed me was Younique decided to retire like 75% of their products. And all the presenters were complaining, what are we going to sell, blah, blah, blah. And they said, oh, don't worry, there's 15 new products coming in the next year. Right, okay, well, that's a bit exciting at first. But then these products start to be released and you realise that in order to sell these new products, you're going to have to buy these new products. So really, Younique got itself into a position where a presenter is nothing but a glorified customer. They're selling to presenters. Presenters aren't selling to customers. Like literally, they're making all their money out of the people that are recruited, and there is a pressure there because it is network marketing. People are buying from you, not Younique. So then if you say, oh, Younique has this, we'll say for an example, the Twisted Epic Mascara. So you say to someone, oh, Younique's just brought this out, and you send them like a random picture of a random person who's wearing it. There you go, that's what it does. Chances of you selling any are not very high. People want to see you use it. They want to see it in action. They want to see before and afters. So honestly, to have much chance of selling it, you have to own it. And to me, that at the time they were talking about how, oh, but most of our sales come from true products. These don't sell very much, so we're just getting rid of them. Honestly, now looking back on it, I think it was not that it wasn't selling. It was that presenters owned everything that Younique did. So the only way they could restart this cycle of making money of the presenters was to get rid of everything the presenters had already bought and bring out a load of new products. So presenters would have to put their hands in their pockets again and buy 15 new products in the space of a year. At least 15 new products in the space of a year. It annoys me looking back that I didn't see it sooner. There are still a lot of people that haven't seen it at all. And that kind of brings me to my apology. Basically, I would like to apologise to anyone who got involved with Younique because of me. Anyone who bought a product based on my recommendations or my lives. I hope you're happy with it. I mean, the products, there are good products hidden in amongst there, but there's also an awful lot of mediocre products too. I really do hope you're happy with the product that you've got. But if not, this is your apology. I totally bought into the ethics that this company was portraying. It sounded so good that, you know, they had their own charity, which basically just turned out to be a way to avoid paying taxes. It was all about empowering women. Really, they were just empowering women to spend money that for a lot of people they couldn't afford. You know, like having to buy these new products in the middle of a pandemic where you've maybe gone from a 2-income house to a 1-income house, or even just being furloughed, you've lost 20% of your income overnight. You know, it stopped sitting well with me during, you know, the first lockdown wasn't too bad because there was no idea of how long it was going to go on for. It seemed very temporary. But once that sort of ended and we could see we were all in this for the long run, trying to sell someone like a £23 mascara or a £30 bottle of cleanser when, you know, there's people out there who don't even know where their next meal's coming from. How can I expect anyone to just fork out that kind of money for a product that I can't rave about because it's good, but it's just what it is, you know what I mean? So yes, I sort of fell out of love with Younique about July, August time, but my friends list is full of Younique presenters. And I consider all of you's actual friends now, Younique aside, which is why I just stopped selling and I didn't say anything, because I don't want to jeopardize your earnings by speaking out against Younique. But it's kind of got to the point that I can't just say nothing anymore. I hope that you will understand my reasons behind doing this. Even if you don't agree with what I'm saying, I hope you understand the reasons why I'm doing it. I am not going to unfriend anyone. If you sell Younique, if you sell anything, I'm not unfriending anyone. But if after watching this video you decide you want to unfriend me, I will completely understand. If and when you see for yourself that Younique really don't care about you and you're just a cash cow for them, I'll still be here and there will be no hard feelings, because I bought into it too. You know, I'm not going to blame anyone for thinking that, you know, actually they're on to something awesome. I want to end the video just by saying that this is not unique to Younique. This model is how all MLMs, I'm not going to name any names because again I have a load of friends that are in a lot of different MLMs. They all follow the same, what I consider a legal pyramid scheme structure. 1% of people that join an MLM will make any money at all. Any. And to me, you know, it's not great odds if you're a bit individual, like. But I don't want to dwell on other companies. I don't even want to dwell on Younique, because this is honestly more about me and my personal feelings. But if anything I've said in this video sort of rings true to yourself and you want to look into it a bit more, check out the anti-MLM movement on YouTube. There are some amazing videos of people who dive into the income disclosure statements that all these companies have to provide. You know, there's horror stories about people losing their homes, losing their husbands, wives, whatever. But yeah, if you have any questions for me, I will absolutely try and answer them. If there's any horribleness in the comments, to be honest, I'm expecting a little bit of backlash, because the people who are in these companies tend to be all the way in. And that's fine if that makes you happy, but I'm not going to tolerate anyone being mean to anyone in the comments, whether it's presenters being mean to non-presenters or non-presenters being mean to presenters, whatever. Just keep it civil, get your point across if there's anything you want to say. And other than that, I shall catch you all soon, I guess. So thank you very much for watching, and again, apologies.